Next, we'll have a look at the JANUS DataLoaders. So you can see here, opened an experiment. We've got the includes COD menus. We'll hide it. Here's the includes JANUS DataLoaders. We have a lot more than we did with the NGDC data. So there's carbonate, cryomag, GRA, moisture intensity, MS NGR, P-wave logger, P-wave samples, RSC, and there's even some XRF data in the JANUS database, at least for some of the holes. I think that's from when they experimented with having XRF on board the ship. Probably was used more often for hard rocks than anything in soft rock, but the data are there and it was easy enough to make a loader. Anyway, so let's get started. So here I've brought up the JANUS web page, and we'll go with our favorite GRA. We're using leg 138, hole 844. We'll choose A arbitrarily. And let's submit our request. Now here are the data. Now unlike NGDC, we can't just do a Command A and copy everything because we'll get all of this stuff. And we only want the data. So start out by leg. We'll get down to the bottom here and we'll copy it all. Oh, by the way, we can hide this guy now. Okay, and just like with NGDC, we need the empty JANUS data table. There it is. And we'll paste the data. Now you notice in a lot of the JANUS downloads, you'll have a blank line between the headers and the first row of data. The program will take care of that. It'll get rid of it. It'll also add the U, just like with NGDC, before the site. So here we are. Let's go up to JANUS DataLoaders. This is GRA data. And same as with NGDC, we'll use 9. And there we go with our data. There's GRA. So all of these loaders work exactly the same way. You'll call up the data, copy it, and run the macro, except cryomag. There is a problem with cryomag, and I'll show you that right now. So back to, oops, excuse me. All right, we go back to JANUS. And here's cryomagnetometer. Same hole. And we'll copy this stuff. Oops. Control C, do a copy here. And you'll see when we try to paste, we get an error. And the error is that there are two data columns that are called level. You see one here and one here. Now, it just turns out, at least for every site I've looked at, and I've looked at about 10 or so from a couple of different legs, there's never anything in that first level column. So all we need to do is just delete it. We don't really need double precision for this. And there we go. And go up here and cryomag JANUS, again with the 9. And here are the cryomag data. Now something else about the cryomag data, there are multiple levels of demagnetization. And when you initially load the data, those levels are all intermixed. For a single sample, there'll be 0, 10, 15 torrs or millitors or whatever it is, whatever the units are. In the course of loading, we actually sort by levels. So if we look at level down here, you'll see the 0 level, then the 10 level, and the 15 level. So if you only want to look at 0, you can cut these out from the table and put them somewhere else, or handle it however you like. Anyway, they will be sorted by level. And that's pretty much the story for the JANUS loaders. They work just like the NGDC loaders, with the exception, of course, I just pointed out, of CryoMac.